Hello dear students. Today we are going to start the new chapter of class 9th, chapter number 10, circles. Dear students, this chapter, the topic circles is not very new to you, but the concept, the theorems, the proofs and the use of those theorems in the questions is totally different what we have studied in our previous classes. The circle topic you people have been studying from class 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, but now in class 9 so many new things you will come across. Okay, so I will try to cover the important concepts which are required to understand the theorems and the questions which are in the chapter. Okay, so let's get started. So chapter circle, since we are studying the topic circle, let how the circle looks like. This is a circle. It is having a center. So if we try to define a circle, how can we define a circle? Definition. There is a definition of point also. There is a definition of line also. So there must be definition of circle also. Okay, this board is a plane. This board is a plane, and on the plane this figure has been drawn. So the circle is actually the collection of all the points, which are at fixed distance, from a fixed point. Collection of all the points. Where are the points? Students, the points are on the boundary. Points are the actually boundaries of the circle. So this is a point. If we keep placing the points one after another in a line, it will take the shape of line. So this is a collection of points which are at fixed distance. This point is having the fixed place. This point is also having the fixed place. This point is also having the fixed place. Fixed place. How that fixed place is decided? That fixed place is decided with this fixed point, whose distance, the distances of all these points are fixed from this point. Okay. So what is the name of this point? This fixed point is center of the circle. This fixed point is center of the circle. And if I take a point A, on the circle, so this distance from O to A is also fixed. The place of the point is fixed. The distance is fixed. And the distance from a particular point is also fixed. So that this distance is known as radius of the circle. Interesting. Students, previously you have studied, or we have also taught you in that way. Circle is a closed curved figure into which there is a center. That's all. But this how actually properly we define a circle. So circle is actually what? Circle is a closed collection of points which are at fixed place, through which the distance is fixed from a fixed point. Okay, so this how the circle can be defined. Now the parts of the circles are also known to you. Let us discuss it. Parts of the circle. First, arc. What is an arc? This is a circle with center O. Suppose 2 points are taken on the circle. I am taking 2 points on the circle. So with these 2 points are joined this way or this way also. This way and this way also. So actually the circle has been divided into 2 parts. This way, suppose here it is P and here it is Q. So the parts of the circle, actually the circle has been divided into two parts. This is, one part is AQB and another part is APB. So actually AQB is what? Minor arc. Is what? Minor arc. And the part APB is major arc. Part APB is the major arc. Major arc, the bigger part of the circle. Minor arc, the smaller part of the circle. Okay. Actually, this is the part of the circumference of the circle. If you take 2 points on the circle, it gets divided into in this way. Now the second is chord. What is chord? This is a circle with center O. Again, let us take 2 points on the circle. So this part is minor arc, this part is major arc, I have explained here. So if these 2 points are joined with the help of line segment, if these 2 points are joined with the help of line segment, so this part is known as chord. This part is known as chord. So here only, making chord, one more thing we can specify here, segments. Segments are actually what? The area or the region between the chord and the corresponding arc. If this is the chord I am taking, so this is the corresponding arc and this is the region occupied by them. The chord as well as the arc. The chord as well as the arc. So this is the chord. Actually the chord is also, chord have also divided the circle into 2 parts. But not according to the boundary, according to the area. In reference with the area. So the whole circle, the circle of whole area of the whole circle is being divided into 2 parts. So this area corresponding minor arc. So this is minor segment. This is minor segment. And this is also the region between the chord and the corresponding arc. Here the corresponding arc is major arc. So the area included between the chord and the corresponding arc here will be major segment. One more thing, dear students. Fourth one. Let me write it here. Fourth one is sectors. Sectors. Again with the help of arc only we are going to understand this. This is the circle with center O, and here also we are taking, if we take 2 points on it, this is point A and this is point B. This is point A and this is point B, and both the points are not joined to each other to give us chord. Both the points will be joined to center. Both the points will be joined to center. So AB is still a arc. The ends of the arc has been joined to the center, and due to this again the circle is divided into 2 parts, reference with the area. So this smaller area corresponding to the minor arc is minor sector, and this area also, these 2 points are the end points of this minor arc also, major arc also. So these 2 points are also joined at the center. So this area with reference to the major arc is what? Major segments. Okay. So all these things, what is an arc, you should know. What is the chord, you should know. What is segment, what are segments, what are sectors. So these things are very much important concepts which will help us to understand the theorems and the questions in the chapter. Okay. Till here, that's all for this video. Thank you so much.